We are currently in Tampa. We are on day one of a 3-day trip, but I have had a lot of stuff going on in my personal life. But I sure as heck ain't keeping this open. Like, I feel like every flight attendant knows what it is. Like deja vu. I think, oh my gosh, I hope. That sucks. Should I start a podcast? Anywho, I will see you guys tomorrow. I am gonna go get some rest. Hello friends, good morning. Good morning, good morning. So I normally put on my uniform after I do my makeup, but last night I had a dream that I was running late for van, which I am never late for van. So it made me paranoid. And yeah, so now I have my uniform. I'm ready to go. All of my stuff's like literally on this counter space that we have right outside the door, so that I am ready to go when I need to, but I don't have to leave the room for like another 10 minutes. I have like a couple minutes to just do the bare minimum. Why is this not working? Oh, great. Got it on my uniform. Awesome. Oh, that's doing absolutely nothing. Awesome. Cool. So yesterday and today I am wearing Makeup Forever Rogue Artist Forever Matte. So that's gonna be the lip color I wear today. I just need to do a little bit of eyeshadow. I'm kind of doing the bare minimum makeup because I did not give myself as much time as I thought I did to get my makeup done, which is fine. But also our flight is delayed by 40 minutes. When I first got the notification, I checked and we did not have pilots. So I was like, well, that is probably why we're delayed. I don't know what happened to our original pilots, but I'm like, well, we don't have pilots. So that's fine. But then last time I checked this morning, we now have pilots, but they don't get in until like right after we were originally supposed to leave. So we have a little mini tiny delay. Only like 40 minutes, so we are taking the same shuttle time to the airport. All right, that's just gonna have to do it for now. Let's get this lipstick on and get this show on the road. Our plane has been here since yesterday, so if we can go on the plane, I'm just gonna finish my makeup on the plane. All right, cool, cool, cool. I will see you guys at the airport probably. We are on the plane. We still have like 25 minutes till boarding. We just got on the plane because it was like so hot on the plane. So we had to have maintenance come out to turn the plane on so that we could get the AC going, cool it off before the pilots get here, because we are starting boarding before the pilots get here. That's actually why our flight's delayed, is because we had to switch pilots. Don't know why. We had to switch pilots, so our pilots don't get in until a little bit after our original departure. I was gonna like finish my makeup and put like eyeliner and mascara on, but I think I'm just gonna call it good enough, because now I don't have as much time as I thought I did to do that, since we had to wait to get on the plane, and I just really don't want to pull my bag open 20 minutes before boarding, so I'm not going to. We do have weather coming our way, so hopefully we can get out of Tampa before that weather hits. We will see. Also, we are going from Tampa to Charlotte and then Charlotte to Denver today. We have a long stay in Charlotte, so even though we're delayed, we're still going to be fine to make our next flight as long as we get out of here and the weather doesn't affect our flight. Hopefully it doesn't. It should be coming in like right around the time that we leave, so hopefully we beat it out of here. Flight's delayed 40 minutes, which is the same as our last flight, so we're just not doing great for on-time departures today. I blame me. I'm bad luck.
yet. Our plane gets in like 20 minutes, which is why we're delayed, because our inbound's delayed. So it's not my fault, but I still blame myself because I'm bad luck.
Why do my feet not even reach
This is my jump seat. So this is where I get to be sitting. Right next to my exit. Hello everybody, tonight's portion of the vlog is gonna be chit chat and chit chat only because I am so tired. I always unpack first thing when I get into my hotel room. Is I vlog and I unpack in whatever order, but those are the two things that I do. And I take off my uniform, but today I sat in this bed and I had my uniform on for like hours, just sitting on my phone because I was so physically exhausted. I was like, I cannot get up. So tired, but now I am finally in my pajamas, and to address the Squishmallow, these are the best travel pillows and I will die on that hill. I love my Squishmallows, and now that I am an adult that has adult money, I can spend it on whatever I want, including things that are marketed towards children. I feel like one day somebody's gonna be like, yeah, I flew with this flight attendant who had a Squishmallow, and somebody's gonna be like, oh yeah, Jinaye, I've flown with her. Literally, I feel like I'm gonna be known as like the Squishmallow flight attendant or something. But it's like an addiction. Like once I bought one, I had to get a ton more. So anyways, that is the deal with this. I'm also making myself a vegan ramen. I found this at Kroger and I'm very intrigued. I like can never have cup of noodle because it always has like chicken broth or whatever in it, and I am a pescatarian, so I cannot have meat that comes from land animals, basically. Tell me you have ADHD without telling me you have ADHD. Okay. I can follow basic instructions. I can do that. Okay, so a lot happened today. So while I get this cup of noodles ready, let's chitty chat. So as you know, both of our flights were delayed. Both of them were delayed by 40 minutes. At least that was the posted delay. I think we left a bit later than that on the second flight and a tad bit later, but only by like maybe 5 minutes on the first. So the first flight, as you know, we were waiting for pilots. I think, so we know our pilots got reassigned to work our flight. We don't know what happened to the pilots that we were originally supposed to have. Okay, I'm pretty sure I just pour hot water into the fill line. I can't even see, oh, there's the fill line. I was like, I can't even see the fill line. I don't even know if this is enough hot water. Oh, maybe. Oh my gosh. The amount of hot water that I heated up goes exactly to the fill line. I wish I could show you guys, but I don't want to spill my soup everywhere, including the bed I'm sleeping in and my camera and the book that my camera is propped on because you're on the bed. So I don't know what happened to our original pilots for the first flight, but we got new pilots. All was well. It wasn't like super delayed. So we get into Charlotte. We have a super long sit in Charlotte. Like even coming into Charlotte delayed, we had a super long sit in Charlotte. We had like plenty of time to do whatever. And I went down to the crew room and I ended up running into a classmate of mine. So that was really cool to catch up with her. And then I went over to my gate, and like literally as soon as I got to the gate, I got a message that my next flight was delayed. And I'm like, oh, like of course, right when I get to the gate. Like, couldn't I have delayed before I left the crew room so I can just stay there? But of course not. So I ended up getting Panera. I brought my own food on this trip. I've hardly eaten any of it. But I got Panera at the airport. I got their Mediterranean bowl, which is like so good. I had it last time I had to sit in Charlotte, and I was just like, I need to get one again. Like this slaps. This is so good. Anywho, I digress. So, and then while I was waiting in the gate area for the inbound of our flight to get in, which that's why we were delayed. Our inbound was delayed, or maybe we switched planes. I don't know. But anyways, we were waiting on our plane, which is why our flight was delayed. And while I was waiting in the gate area, two of the people I'm working with who were in the same class were talking to another flight attendant. And I was like, oh, I know you. We've flown together before when I was based in Charlotte. So I ran into another flight attendant that I know. And it was so funny because like, yeah, we were in Charlotte and I was based there, and we flew together when she was based there. But it's so funny because like now I'm a Chicago crew flying with a Chicago crew, and two of the people that I'm flying with knew this person that I flew with. Okay, so anyways, so then our plane gets in, and we are flying on the Airbus A321. Again, I'm position 3. So then I found out that my jump seat is inoperative. So something's wrong with it, doesn't work, can't use it, can't sit in my jump seat. But since I'm the number 3 on the Airbus, my seat is by the second set of doors. So I'm like right by passengers. So when my jump seat's up, I have to sit in the closest seat to my primary exit that I'm responsible, like if we have to evacuate or anything, because I still am responsible for that exit, even if I can't sit in the jump seat. So it's still important for me to be the closest person to that exit. So I got to sit in a passenger seat for taxi, takeoff, landing after I did all my crew duties and all of that stuff. So that was interesting. I haven't had an inoperative jump seat where I had to sit in a passenger seat in a while. So a couple trips ago, I was working position 1 on the same plane, and I had an inoperative jump seat, and that was in the front by the boarding door. However, there's 2 jump seats right there, and since the 3 sits by the second set of doors and not the first set of doors, I had that extra jump seat to sit in for taxi, takeoff, and landing because I was still the closest to my primary exit. And this is something that is true for, I can't say all airlines, but this was true for my regional airline, and it's true for my current airline. And really it makes sense that all airlines would adopt this, that I have to sit in a passenger seat if my jump seat's unavailable. So anywho, that's like a lot of like really technical flight attendant stuff that we learn in training and whatnot. So, but yeah, and it was literally only for taxi, takeoff, and landing. Like while we were in flight, even if I had downtime, like I wasn't gonna go back to the seat or anything like that, not like deadheading or anything. So, cause again, there are extra jump seats on the airplane. They were just not near my primary exit, which is where I needed to be, at least during taxi, takeoff, and landing. Anyhow, moving on. So yeah, my jump seat was inoperative. We were a little delayed, but we did make up time in the air. So we didn't end up getting to Denver, which is where we are going on this next flight, which is where we are now. So we didn't get into Denver too much later than we were supposed to. It did cut into our layover, which was a little bummy because it's not like the longest layover, but also not the shortest layover. It's like 11 hours. And our minimum rest, while it used to be 8 hours, it is now 10 hours. So a little bit above a minimum rest overnight. I think that's including the delay. I don't know. It feels like I have been here for 10 seconds, and yet it is 11 o'clock at night, and we have definitely been here for hours. So yeah, so now we are in Denver. Anyways, I just spent way too much time talking. I am going to hopefully eat this. Hopefully the noodles soften up a little bit and I can eat that. So that's the plan, and I'm going to bed because I am tired. And our van is at 6:45. It's 11:25. So I need to go to sleep. So good night. We will see you tomorrow. We have 3 legs tomorrow. We do Denver, Chicago, then back to Denver, and then back to Chicago. So we do like this little Denver, Chicago twirl. So that's our day tomorrow. It is a long day. I need some rest. I will see you tomorrow. Good night. Good morning, everybody. It is like 12 minutes to van. I'm all packed up. I'm ready to go. I definitely need coffee. Hopefully I can get some at the airport. We have 3 legs today. Denver, Chicago, back to Denver, then back to Chicago. And we're done with this 3-day trip. Hopefully
it goes smoothly because I'm so tired. Anyways, hopefully today goes smoothly and fast. I hope it goes by fast. So, because I'm already ready for a nap like later today. All backed up, ready to go. Let's hit it. One leg down, one more to go, and I got Starbucks, which is much needed for today. Does not look like there's a storm brewing. We made it back. And even though I did fly up to Chicago, I do have another trip tomorrow, so I am staying the night at my friend's house. So I'm gonna go drive there because David's car's in Chicago, so perfectly placed for me to drive over to my friend's because my car's at home. Anywho, so I have another trip tomorrow, but that'll be another vlog. So I'm really excited because it's something that I bid for. It was only my third choice. It was my third choice, but I'm actually still really excited that I got it because my top two choices were also like super cool, super good, but like my third choice was like just as good. So I bid for 3 trips and I actually got my third choice trip, so that was really cool because I also bid for a late standby because tomorrow is the last day of the month and I really want to get more hours for the month because currently I'm above my guarantee. So anything that I work right now is getting paid to me on top of my monthly guarantee. So I definitely wanted to work as much as possible for the end of the month. So mission accomplished because I got a trip tomorrow. Because if I got a trip or a standby, then I would get those hours. But if I just sat on wrap, basically on call, I would not. So I'm like, I really want to fly tomorrow. But I was good for 3 days. Just tomorrow was the more important day that I fly. So anyways, I really gotta pee, so I'm gonna drive, but I'll see you guys later. Thank you and enjoy your flight.
Fly so much higher.